Hello everyone. So this is week 2 recap. For squats, I doubled 585, and since this was the first time I squat with SVD sleeves since about an APF prep, but I was set on taking 265 this week, so I loaded anyway, and it moved really well. And honestly, I think insers are kind of a scam because I only really noticed the difference on back downs. 40 by 5 was a little bit harder than usual because I didn't have as much momentum out of the hole, but it still moved pretty easily. It's been about a week, I think, since the insert ban, and I haven't actually heard anything about a lot of people, at least in the context of their squat tanking. Main complaint, of course, is that everyone now has a $250 hole in their wallet, at least people who bought Symphony sleeves, but it is what it is. Bench for the week 1 double wasn't the best, but 297 still moves, so I can't complain. Back downs are a little bit tough. On to deads. Usually I don't pull 550 in a week 2, usually it's a week 3, but I was training with my brother and I felt okay, so I said fuck it, and it flew. Off the bar there, don't do that, I was a dumbass. I ripped 485 for some 5s and it moved, and usually they feel like shit, and it didn't feel like shit, so that's a huge win there at least. Ever since I started doing high bar before my deadlifts, they have felt so much better. Bar there again, don't do that. I also, on my Saturday, I benched, and my Saturday bench session was so much better than my primary, so I'm going to talk about it. I started with 265 for a set 4, and it moved really good. Then I went to 275 for a set 4, and it also moved really good. Bench on a bunch of different setups when I can, just so my body can get the experience. That way it isn't as much of a shock if I have to bench on something I'm not used to. I then went up to 285, which was also really good. Having my brother spot me was a really nice motivator, so, gotta impress him. And then I did the week 1 double for triple. Not the best choice programming-wise, and pauses were short, but it still moved pretty good, and I'm happy with it. That's all for this week, everyone.